Remember that money is not the only source of abundance, which will show you where you are in your abundance flow. You can attract abundance. It means you are into that flow right now. Maybe those opportunities are just awaiting you here. It just means you had to listen to that message. So let's read them through one after one. Hello, beautiful souls. So today I wanted to give you a gift of free tarot reading, and the themes for today are abundance, how to be in a balance and literally own yourself so that you would be able to manifest everything what you can do. And the last one is spiritual evolution. So I will give you 3 stones right now, 3 crystals, and I want you to look at them thoroughly and pick one which talks to you. What we will do next, I will show you the card which corresponds to that specific crystal, and then we will do a beautiful tarot reading session based on your choice. Alright, let's get started. So crystal number 1, beautiful, beautiful Labradorite. Look at this beauty. A Labradorite. A friend of mine has given it to me, and it reminds me like something truly magical. Every time when I touch it, I feel some really special vibrations. Labradorite, crystal number 1. Now crystal number 2, Serpentine. This is a very, very balancing stone, I would say. And now, guess what it is? Who knows? Probably here there are those who know it, right? Who are truly into crystals. This is such a rare form of selenite, the raw selenite. I bought it here in Canada, in one of the local metaphysical stores. I'm so happy, actually. I really love meditating with it. It is so gentle. Even you can see, I'm not sure if you can, but when I touch it, there is part of it which stays onto my fingers. And honestly, I just do this gift for you guys, but I prefer not to touch it because usually when I touch it, I just feel that I take part of it every time. It's so gentle it is. It was sourced from Australia, as they told me, and I really love meditating with it. Right now I give you some time to pick the crystal which you loved the most. Again, number 1, Labradorite. Number 2, Serpentine. And number 3, raw selenite. What I would recommend here is to pick one to which you are currently drawn to. Not something what you do with your mind, just with your heart. Before doing that, what I would highly recommend as well is maybe to work with your breath. Let's do the following with you. Let's just slow down our breath a bit. So you usually breathe with specific speed. Now just try to watch your breath and slow down it at least a bit. Now what you want to do is to focus on a certain point here, somewhere around you. Just focus on it and slow down your breath. You can slow it down to the best of your ability. It depends, of course, how comfortable it is for you. It is very gentle technique just to put yourself into a meditative state. So you slow down your breath in the comfort zone of yours, and you also stare at a specific point somewhere around you. Alright, here you are. Now what I want you to do is to listen to my voice and to remember the image of the crystal, and based on it, pick the crystal which works for you right now. Labradorite, Serpentine, raw selenite. Whatever you are tuned to right now, just stick to it. So right now I will do the reading for Labradorite. For Labradorite, we have today this beautiful card, and this card symbolizes abundance. So we will literally talk into this reading about abundance in your life, where you are in the flow of abundance. So everything around abundance, gifts, money, will be here the theme of this reading. Remember that money is not the only source of abundance. There may be different other sources of abundance like gifts, synchronicities, and everything in that realm. Here we talk, this is a beautiful, beautiful card which represents prosperity. So whatever talks to you, if probably for you may be very important topic today, how to make money, you can think from that perspective and put on these lens. So the righteous question here will be, where am I in my abundance flow of money today? Let's say you are enlarging the perception of abundance for yourself with gifts, being open to this whole abundance flow, and then you ask yourself a question, where am I today in this whole abundance flow, considering gifts, money, synchronicities happening into my life. So how I will do the tarot reading here, I will not take the whole deck. That's not what I will do. I will take mainly the major arcana cards so that we would identify the major so-called events, steps, which will show you where you are in your abundance flow. I love to work with major arcana only sometimes, just because it just truly shows me where am I in a specific area of my life. So it just very honest and brutal so-called reply towards my question. So where am I in my abundance flow today? How do I see myself there? What a wonderful question to ask yourself, because remember that if you see yourself that you deserve abundance, then it means that you can attract abundance. If you see that you don't deserve it, it means that little you get into this life. So we want to identify today where you are in this abundance flow. So you may see it only from the perspective of money. Again, you can perceive abundance only as money. It's okay in this money flow, right? Or you can enlarge this perspective and see it from gifts, money, synchronicities, just righteous connections happening into your life, friendships, whatever. So just everything happens in this abundance flow. So where you are today, because guess what? You always want to see the true picture where you are, to get that snapshot, and then you want to ask yourself a question in case if the snapshot is not so called positive for you, what can you do about it? So we will see where you are today, and if there will be this necessity even to ask the question, what can you do about it, so that you could lift yourself up in this abundance flow. Okay, let's pick right now a few cards from this beautiful deck. Today I pick card number 1, and it is the Magician. What a beautiful card. We pick another card, and this is the Sun. And card number 3, the Chariot. What a wonderful set of cards we are having here. So let's read them through one after one. So Magician, as we all know here, probably you already either the beginner or aspiring reader, you still know that Magician just talks to you. It's a person who actually starts manifesting things into their life. So even if you still didn't manifest anything, for example, it means you are into that flow right now. What a wonderful card to have. And if you are into that flow, it means new doors may start opening to you. Now, Magician represents also this focus towards your goals, towards your aspirations and ambitions, and this action. Look how straightforward he is looking at you. He clearly knows what he is doing here. He has all the tools in front of him, which is the cup, the sword, wand, and pentacle. So he has everything in front of him. He just needs to use his wand in his hand and make things happen. Maybe those opportunities are just awaiting you here, and if something just didn't happen, you may be in that stage of your life currently, but you have that card in your abundance flow. It means that if you just look around you, beauties, you will see all those tools in front of you. You will become so-called Kuan Yin. You know, in Chinese traditions, there is this wonderful, beautiful goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin. Maybe someone knows from you who is that. It's a beautiful goddess, and she was literally so-called magician of this reality. She was transforming everything into flowers. Even there was a story that when she was placed into hell, even hell she started transforming into flowers. True story, you just can really read a bit more about that. So that's how beautiful this card is for you, okay? Queen of your creation. Now another card which we took was the Sun. What a wonderful, wonderful card which backs up magician. It means your way is lightened up. You're on the righteous way, right? So everything is happening actually towards you here. And if you're still not there, it means it will be. It means it will be happening that way. And you can see here this child who is under the rays of the sun and he's happy. Everything is flowing towards his way, right? He's riding onto the horse and yeah, everything is crystal clear. The way is open towards your abundance. The way is open in case if you are under a certain endeavor. Let's say if you just think about starting new business, probably it's such a good card combination for you. So if you are beauties into this, thinking, should I start my business today or not? What a wonderful, wonderful card set for you today. And now card number 3, which is the Chariot, which represents that perseverance, that real action, that drive. Look how steady, how powerful he's looking. The next card usually after that, which is following in the major arcana, is Strength. And he literally represents that strength as well. Strength of his looks, right? How he's looking. He's very determined. Nothing can stop him. So let's read these cards set together. So card number 1 was you are a magician of this creation. Your way is lightened up and then nothing can stop you. What a wonderful reading. I'm so happy for you today. So whatever endeavor you wanted to start, it's just such a beautiful reading for you. And if it's synchronized with you and with this crystal, it just means you had to be here. It just means you had to listen to that message. And I'm so happy for you and the fact that you can receive it and be literally just determined in your way that nothing can stop you. What I would recommend you to do is open up your journal and write down the action plan. If you, let's say, start some endeavor or you want to do something into the direction of money, let's say, earning or whatever, just write down the immediate action plan. Just use that determination within you now. And if you enlarged your perspective and everything is good into that aspect of you with regards to money, and you were thinking from the perspective of synchronicities, from gifts, maybe just write down some dream. Whom you would love to meet, or let's say which kind of gifts you would love to receive in life in the next week. Why not? So that's a beautiful reading for you. Okay, so right now we slowly but steadily move to the next reading. The reading for those of you who picked Serpentine. So the card for Serpentine is a Queen Bee. What a beautiful card. As I told you in the beginning, Serpentine literally represents that balance, and she's a queen bee. Look at her. She knows her value. She truly loves herself. She's a luxurious being of this creation. She's pure luxury of this creation. Look at her. So in this reading, I will also use the major arcana and we will ask this question, where am I in the self-love flow today? Self-love. So if you were drawn to this crystal, actually something spoke to you with regards to that inner balance. Something tells me establishing that inner balance. And when we are in inner balance, we are usually drawn to that understanding of self-value, value within, value without, and balance within, balance without. So this is all about that topic. So just because many here are struggling with this self-love aspect, self-value aspect of them, I would love to ask that type of question referring to this stone. Where am I today in this self-love flow? Okay? Where am I today? And we will pick again 3 cards with you. We just want to understand, truly see the snapshot where we are today in seeing ourselves with this image of self-love, where we are. Let's have a look at it. All right. Card number 1, the Fool. Interesting. Card number 2, Death. Wow, that's an interesting combination. Probably some of you were shivering at this moment. But don't worry, please stay with me because I will literally explain to you what we can do with these cards. And just wanted to let you know I'm the creator of this deck, and I created that deck to look at ourselves with these self-objective analysis, when we can take informative decisions based on the real snapshot of what we see currently through the deck. It's not the fortune-telling tool. It's not the fortune-telling tool, I want to tell you. It is a mirror which reflects who I am today, and then what happens is I take the righteous actions based on that mirror. How am I looking at myself right now? Am I capable actually to see my true self at this moment and then take the right decisions based on what I see? Because guess what? If I look at myself here in the mirror and I'm not smiling at this moment, I understand that's a snapshot. Then I take the decision to smile, and what do I see there? I see the smile. Okay, so that's what we are after here. Okay, so card number 3, let's take it out. I continue shuffling. Alrighty, card number 3. Where am I? The Tower. Wow, what a set of cards. Now let's talk it out, my beauties. What do we see here? So card number 1, where am I in my self-love image? So as we all know, card which represents the Fool, it's all about this childlike, immature mindset. So we see here the Fool. He's open to absolutely everything. He's looking just up, not even seeing where he is working. He can fall down at any moment. That's how unstable his situation is, but he's open to absolutely everything. In some sense, he's kind of like inviting strangers into his life. It's this curiosity, childlike curiosity, which we see here. It has two ends of this stick, right? So 2 ends. One is this curiosity and openness, and the another end is this immaturity from another perspective, right? So what I see here, I see that immature looks over ourselves when we talk about self-image, self-love. So we don't really see what is. We are actually having that kind of immature look over ourselves, immature perspective of ourselves. And it just shows that it's time to grow. It's time to grow, girls. Card number 2 is Death. And what an interesting card. In fact, for many here, probably this is the card which is creating that feeling of, I don't want to see it, it's not about me. I would probably pick another crystal, maybe, and not Serpentine, that was a pure mistake. It's not about me. So Death actually represents this change. As you all know, Death just follows Handman in this set of major arcana cards, and Handman is change of perspective. So when you change slightly the perspective, what happens is part of you has to die in order for new doors to be opened. So what I clearly see here is that immature part of you, which is here, it has to die actually. It has to die so that you would be able to invite something new into your life. And then it's logically followed by the Tower card here, because the way to actually go beyond that death of immaturity within you, it's literally to willingly open up, correct the mental body of you, the set of beliefs within you, which thinks that you are not deserving that love. You are not valuable. If you think that way, it's time to crack your mental body already right now. And that's how you will invite beautiful, beautiful changers coming into your way. So we will continue asking right now what has to happen from your side, what you can do so that you would go beyond that immature aspect of you looking at you that you don't deserve and you don't love yourself. What must you to do. So let's pick the card. Okay, what a wonderful card I picked here. And the card is Judgment. So this card is exactly before the World. What a wonderful card. It just says that you have to have fair judgment over yourself. You have to start seeing yourself as you truly are. You are truly deserving to be a queen bee, girls. You are truly deserving all these beauties in this world. That is the reading for you today. And what you can do actually is to affirm it very, very thoroughly. Now, I would propose such kind of affirmation here. I fairly see myself in all my beauty of my creation. Now, when I was creating this deck, I also put certain kinds of affirmations for each and every card. And you can see here that the affirmation for Judgment card is this, which is I am tuning into the energy I want to attract. It just helps you to use the righteous statement right now so that you would be able to actually see yourself fairly, see yourself as who you truly are, see yourself that you truly deserve all the goodies into your world, and love yourself truly. Because guess what? We really want to step into that self-love and self-value aspect of ours so that we could start helping others. Okay, so again, Judgment is the card before the completion, the World card. And once you just reach that World card, it just means that you are ready to help others. You are ready to serve. And that's the end of the cycle and the beginning of the new cycle again, when you again go to this full mode again with the new cycle of your creation. Okay, so I'm very, very happy for your reading today. It just gives you these beautiful, beautiful understanding that number one, you probably had some not correct opinions, so-called, about what you truly deserve in life, about your self-love aspect, and then it just says to you, hey, just make sure that it dies within you, just kill it within you in some sense, you know, stop it immediately. That's what it says. Open up to something new and just start judging yourself fairly. Don't allow others to judge you continuously and doubt in you. Just start seeing yourself truly, start just truly opening to who you are, right? I'm very, very happy for you, and I hope it will serve you well. Now we are moving slowly but steadily for our last reading, which is all about raw selenite. For raw selenite, we have Council of Light. What a beautiful card. So if you picked that card, it means you are moving in very, very steadily, but at the same time in a determined way towards light. So it's all about spiritual evolution here. Spiritual evolution. What an interesting reading we will have right now. So I continue using the Major Arcana set, and we will ask ourselves a question here. Where am I in my spiritual evolution today? So again, we want to see the snapshot. Where am I? We are looking again at the mirror. We want to be true with our reading. Where am I? Okay, so I continue shuffling. Card number one, the Lovers. Beautiful card. Card number two, Temperance. That is interesting. I probably have here really highly evolved spiritual beings. I'm so honored. Card number three, the Empress. So we have here a beautiful spread, and I would like to start from the Lovers. So as we all know, the Lovers represents this love in its creation. This is one of the most powerful forces in this universe. So if you picked this beautiful crystal, it just shows me that you really cracked the code. You understand that love is in the basis of all creation. And just because it is backed up by Temperance, it means you are really in this mature love aspect. You are in this balanced state. The love, as it just showed here, because it was thrown away, there is this unstable aspect of this card as well. When we are in the immature state, when we just jump from the full immediately to love, we don't understand what is love truly, and we perceive it as very conditional aspect. We don't know what is unconditional love. We don't know the true power of love. And it seems like you are guys who picked this beautiful, beautiful crystal, you already figured out that code, that love is a powerful force here, and it literally is something what is stabilizing absolutely everything, and it's self-organizing absolutely everything. So probably you have very balanced or opened up heart chakra. Something tells me, or you are on the way for it. So you cracked some codes with regards to that love aspect. And what it shows me also is this card of fertility and action into this world, because the Empress really represents this abundance, fertility, and action at the same time. We are not just sitting in the world, we start acting, we start truly serving the world and expressing our love to the world. So this mature aspect of love to the world, it just all shows me that you are also covered under this council of light, right? So we have this also affirmation card on top of these 3 card set which you see here. So beautiful, beautiful spread for you. I'm very, very honored actually that you are here with me in this session, and I would be so happy to hear from all of you guys if actually this snapshot was resonating with you. Especially I would love to hear from you guys who picked this specific crystal. It's quite interesting for me to hear if it somehow resonates with you and where you are currently into this evolution flow of your consciousness. We really need more light here into this world. We see how many things are happening here, and only just by uniting our light we can truly serve this world. That's my true belief. Again, I am so honored by all your presence here. Thank you so much for coming into this session, and I'm waiting for all your comments after it. Thank you, and wishing you a wonderful, beautiful day.